Hey everybody, welcome back. We're talking about Magestry version 2, the rules update. The next thing we're going to talk about is the delivery method for the skills. Now this is something that already exists in game. Every skill has a method of delivery. We're just putting a specific name to it so that when you look at your skill's description, you will see the way that it gets used. The first way that a skill can be delivered is through a weapon strike.
Freeze limb, ice 1.
Just like that. You swing a weapon, you make the call, the skill is delivered. The next way you're going to do it is by using either a spell packet or an arrow.
Finger of Death, Essence 3.
That's a lot of fingers of death. But this is called a missile-based delivery. Next up, we're going to be talking about spoken word incants.
With the silent power of my mind, I utterly confuse you, Psychic 1.
So just like that, a spoken word, pointing is helpful but not necessary. That is called a gesture delivery. Next up, we're going to be talking about area of effect.
To all within 30 feet of Scott, by the power of my spirit, I fill you with despair, Spirit 0.
So that is going to be an area of effect. Area of effect is a bit larger than it used to be. Sometimes in the original rule set, you would only be able to center that on yourself. Now with certain skills, you're going to be able to center that on other people. You would be able to center it in an arc. You'd put your hands out to show what your area of effect would be. Sorry about that, TJ. You can also use it to fill a building, like in the case of a magic cage or something of that nature. Next up, we're going to be talking about a gaze delivery.
Hypnotize Charm, Spirit 1.
So as long as you're making eye contact, that skill is delivered. The next is going to be touch-based.
By the power of my spirit, I cure your body, 2 life points.
Now you see here, TJ was within an arm's length of me, within 3 feet. Even though he didn't touch me, that touch skill is still delivered. Next up, we're going to be talking about 2 skill types that will not have an incant associated with them, but they will have an effect card. So the first one of those is going to be ingestion. And you would check on the side of your cup to see if there was some sort of ingestion effect card. And you would say, I got poisoned, or, somebody put a healing potion in my drink. Probably not, though. It's probably poison. Next up, we're going to talk about the last type. And this is also one that doesn't have an incant, but it will have an effect card associated with it. It would be a contact-based skill delivery. Now, this also has the same 3-foot rule. You don't necessarily have to touch it, but sometimes you will be getting something stuck to your hand by tape or something like that. That is a contact-based delivery. But if you see it and you're within 3 feet of it, you are typically affected by it. So that's it for the skill delivery system. Next up, in the next video, we're going to be talking about the way that you put all these together and the basic anatomy of a skill call.